We're going to mainly focus on hobby. Retail is slated to come out March 13th. We're going to review that in the next few shows, but I don't, because there's a lot of differentiation in flagship between hobby and retail. So I thought it'd be best just to focus on the hobby pack configuration or hobby set configuration today. The place to start, though, is I want to review quickly, Troy, the new pack configuration that was introduced to Series 1, which, if you guys recall, was the first significant configuration update to flagship in like many years, like 15, 20 years, something like that, where now each hobby box has 12 packs or 12 cards per pack. Used to be 24 packs per box. In the new configuration, each of the 12 packs has 9 base cards and 3 hits. Now, you still get the 6 Young Guns per hobby box, same as when there were 24 packs in the old configuration. In addition to going to the 12-pack format, Upper Deck has sunsetted or eliminated a couple Young Guns parallels in the new configuration. A Bon Voyage to the French variation, that's no longer there. And then Clear Cut Exclusives, which was a very tough hit, is no longer in the set as well. But they did add a number of new parallels. So you have a deluxe parallel out of 250, and then the Outburst parallels. So you have silver, red out of 25, and then, of course, gold 101. As this played out, and I give Upper Deck credit here, it was good planning and strategy, Troy, to debut the new configuration for Series 1 as opposed for like Series 2. It got us all kind of used to it. So I think that we have a little bit better idea what to expect this week with Series 2 and the Bedard Young Guns chase. Would you agree with that they kind of timed that out well?
Yeah, it worked out. They know what they were doing. It was the perfect time to do it.
So given its flagship, the designs for both base cards, Young Guns, and a lot of the inserts will all carry over from Series 1. So we kind of know we don't know the photos, but we know like what the Young Guns branding will look like and all that stuff. Nothing changes there. Now, going back to like keeping the specific card designs and images sort of close to the vest, they have not, but yeah, Upper Deck to this point, at least not what I've seen, has published what the Bedard Young Guns will look like. Do you like that move, Troy? Do you like it kind of being a surprise, I guess, for release day? Or do you think it would have been better for them to?
Oh, I'm fine with it. I have no problem if they want to keep it under the chest and have it a surprise on release day. I mean, let's be honest. You've seen enough Young Guns cards in your life. You can probably already guess kind of what you think it will look like. So let your mind run wild.
Like a few Young Guns poses too, right?
Yeah. It's not a canvas. They're not doing the canvas this time, so it's not gonna be a crazy fun picture. Just you've seen enough Young Guns, you got an idea, but I think it's fine to let it stew until release day. It's just another surprise.
All right, let's dig into the Series 2 checklist here a little bit. So it's going to have your typical base configuration. You have 200 veterans and 50 rookies, and the 50 rookies are, of course, the Young Guns. We'll start with the Young Guns checklist. As a quick refresher, look at some of the odds as well. So base Young Guns, there's 50 players again on the checklist. It's 1 and 2 hobby pack odds. So again, there's 12 packs in a box. 1 and 2, that means there would be 6 Young Guns in your hobby box. Now, that gives you a 1 in 100 packs odds to hit a specific player. So if you're thinking Connor Bedard, right, he'll be in 1 in 100 packs, essentially on average. That's where you get when we've been talking about for the last few months, really, that it'll take about 8 1/3 of hobby boxes on average to hit a Bedard. It's that 1 in 100, so 100 divided by 12. Notable players in the Series 2 checklist are, for Young Guns, you have Bedard, of course. Then Ty Cartier, guys, I gotta learn how to pronounce his name. Keep forgetting to do that. Sorry, Ty. Sorry, Kraken fans. Leo Carlsson, Matthew Poitras, Kevin Korchinski, Pavel Minchikov, Connor Zary, and then you have the Bedard, Leo Carlsson are the checklist for Young Guns. Of those guys, of course, Bedard is a huge, massive chase. And then, Carlsson will have a fair amount of people excited to pull his Young Guns as well.
Josh, I have an update for you. Cartier.
Cartier.
Yep. I found the
High
pronunciation
Cartier.
guide I found
Nice.
I found the 23-24 NHL pronunciation guide. It's helped immensely.
Yeah. Well, people might not love that because they probably love rolling
Well,
their
hey,
eyes.
I
But, oh,
still
we
screw them
butcher
up.
everybody's name.
See Josh Hosang earlier in this show how I messed up half the team names that he played for.
Okay. Then when you look at parallels, there's Clear Cut, which is 1 in 144 hobby pack odds. So that means that there'll be a Bedard Young Guns Clear Cut in about 1 in 600 hobby boxes. Kind of interesting to look at it. We never kind of had a guy who's so significant where you look at the odds and kind of multiply it out and figure out, how common that they'll be hit. Numbered parallels, of course, are deluxe out of 250, which is new. Then you have your old standbys, exclusives out of 100, high gloss out of 10. Then we have the new Series 1 Outburst parallels. So silver is 1 in 60 hobby pack odds.
Okay.
So a Bedard Young Guns Outburst silver will be on average 1 in out of 250 hobby boxes. Those Outburst silver cards look very nice.
They look great. I think they look fantastic. My son opened a box of Series 1 and got an Outburst silver. It wasn't a Young Guns. It was just a normal one, but looked great.
Mm-hmm. Then, of course, there's also the Outburst Red parallel out of 25, and then the Gold 101, which I can't wait to see if there's bounties that come out in the next few days. Have you seen any so far?
I have not seen anything, but I'll check while you're talking.
Okay, so in total, if you want to look at just numbered Connor Bedard Young Guns, I get 386, Troy. So 250 deluxe plus 100 for exclusives plus 10 for high gloss. That's 360. You got the 25 Outburst Red, 385, and then the 101, 386. This year that's number dramatically increased with the essentially additional 276 added to the exclusive, the deluxe Red, Outburst Red, and Gold 101.
Yep.
Okay. Now we'll look at the next Young Guns are the canvas cards. Bedard is not in Series 2 for Young Guns canvas, so there's no Connor Bedard Young Guns canvas. There is a Bedard canvas. We'll get into it in a minute. There are 30 rookies in total for the Young Guns canvas checklist. Here's the notable rookies. Luke Hughes, Ty Cartier.
Right? Yep. Yeah, it's like Cart T apostrophe Y-A-Y. Cartier.
Devin Levi, Matthew Poitras, Logan Cooley, go Gophers. And for Young Guns canvas checklist, Troy, Luke Hughes and Logan Cooley are the checklist.
Gotcha. Cool.
One thing that's kind of interesting about Cooley being a Young Guns canvas is the canvas will be out before his base Young Guns, which I'm sure has happened before, but it just seems a little bit out of order to me. And again, I understand like Upper Deck wants to make extended series awesome. Part of me can get behind that, but it just does it feel out of order to you at all?
Oh no, it feels out of order, but I don't. To me, it feels out of order, but again, I don't think it matters. It's not a big deal.
Pack odds to hit a Young Guns canvas base are 1 in 24. So on average, every one in every other hobby box, you'll have a Young Guns canvas. Black and white parallels have a 1 in 216 hobby pack odds. And then there are the 101 printing plates. So you have black, cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Okay.
I don't remember that before. That might be new. Was that in Series 1, the printing plate 101s for canvas?
I thought so, but I'm just, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
There are canvas cards as well for base veterans. 150 players on the checklist. Hobby pack odds are 1 in 3.7 packs. Black and white parallel 1 in 48 packs. Printing plates as well, the 4 101s. And then here we get to like the Bedard canvas. There's POE, Program of Excellence, Young Guns, or canvas cards, not Young Guns, featuring players from Team Canada, Troy. Funny, I didn't see a Program of Mediocrity set for Young Guns canvas on the checklist. 15 players on the checklist, all in Team Canada uniforms. Of course, there's a Connor Bedard. Pack odds are 1 in 96. Black and white parallels are 1 in 6 or 864 packs, and then there are printing plate 101s.
Yep.
Other inserts and parallels, we're not going to go through every one, but we'll highlight a couple of the kind of key ones or popular ones. Dazzlers is back. Blue is the base. 50 players on the checklist. It's a mix of veterans and rookies. Blue, again, is the base, 1 in 12 hobby packs, so on average 1 per box. There's a pink parallel, which is 1 in 72 hobby packs. Dazzler printing plates as well, 101s. Bedard is on the Dazzler's checklist. So on average, a blue base would be 1 in 50 hobby boxes for Connor Bedard. I really like fluorescence, and I like this design.
I think they get better every
too.
year. They get better with every design.
Yeah, so we're showing kind of now. I don't remember fluorescence having a base. Somebody will have to correct us on that, because what we're showing on YouTube right now is a Luke Hughes kind of base unnumbered. I always thought all fluorescents were numbered.
Good question.
Do you think that as well?
I thought so, but I am not.
Always learning, Troy. One kind of bummer, though, is there's no Bedard fluorescence, which kind of stinks. I have a theory about that, which I'll get into in a second. There are notable rookies, though, like Luke Hughes, Dustin Wolf, Yaroslav Askarov, Brock Faber, Matthew Knies, and Devin Levi. What do all those have in common? They're all carryover rookies, meaning they all debuted last spring. And so I know that cards that have a little bit longer manufacturing process or production timeline, sometimes that precludes Upper Deck from using guys that weren't in an NHL uniform till the start of the season. So my guess is that that would be the reason why. It just makes most sense to me. So pack odds to hit the red base fluorescence are 1 in 36 packs. There are a number of parallels, Troy. There's a gold out of 150, blue out of 50, pink out of 15, and green out of 5. What I find most interesting here is, isn't it odd that your green would be your most rare and your gold would have your high?
They do that in platinum. Like our seismic golds are out of 50.
Gold, Emerald Surge.
Like Emerald Surge or 10 checkers or 20 orange checkers or 25. Only reason I know is that I bought it because platinum.
It is a great design. I can't wait to see what some of the parallels look like too. Well, Troy, UD Portraits, of course, continues. We have the English, I'm calling it the English manner style of like paintings.
Good. I love it. I hope they just run with these forever. Like, it must have been very decisive last year, we'll say.
I like it, Troy. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the best Portraits cards, I think, in a long time.
Yeah, because I'll take this thing any day over. I know the ones were like what were they, like almost the brownish tint, just their big old face. They're supposed to try to look like old Westerns or something. And then I will take this any day over some of the previous Portraits. I think these are fantastic. I know they're not chased that very much, but I love them.
So base pack odds are 1 in 7 hobby packs. There's 30 cards on the checklist. Again, Troy, it's a mix of veterans and rookies. Notable names on the checklist: Connor Bedard. So that's another thing too that I think is kind of an interesting component, because all these are individual artistic interpretations. So it'll be really fun to see what some of these guys look like. So there's Bedard, Luke Hughes, Trevor Zegras, Jack Hughes, William Nylander, Elias Pettersson, Matthew Knies, Cale Makar, J-Rob Kucherov, Brady Tkachuk, who's pictured, we're looking on YouTube, and then Troy, hold on to your hat, Gritty.
Gritty, love it.
That is
no buoy? No buoy?
No
Just
buoy.
Gritty? They're holding the buoy for next release. That's awesome.
There are parallels. So you can get a silver frame out of 99, a red frame out of 25, and then those would be the 4 printing plate 101s.
I think it would be really cool if they did like a gold frame 101, but it was actually almost an actual frame. Like it was raised up like a thicker card. That would be, I think that would be
signed by the artist.
Signed by the
like
artist.
On the back or something like that. That'd be kind
and the player. Might as well get them both.
Yeah. Yeah. Batman too. Why not? I don't know if that would help the value.
No, the value just decreased. No one wants it anymore.
The very popular population counts are back. Hopefully the multiple population 1 snafu has been corrected for this release. I assume it has, that they'll pay special attention to that. These are all basically numbered cards with the pop count on the card is supposedly being the print run of that.
Yep.
There's 7 total population count cards for each player in the checklist. So there's a population count 1,000, 500, 100, 50, 25, 10, and 1. 30 players on the checklist, a mix of vets and rookies. And yes, there is Connor Bedard. Also, Luke Hughes, Brock Faber, Matthew Nyes for key rookies. And then key vets that were not in Series 1. A lot of big names. McDavid, Matthews, McCarr, Nathan McKinnon. Highlighters is back, Troy. 25 players on the checklist, all veterans. Key names would be like Pasta, Ovechkin, McCarr, McDavid, and Crosby. Yellow are the base, have a 1 in 96 pack odds. Orange, parallel, 1 in 288 pack odds. Pink, 1 in 1,536 pack odds. And then green, 1 in 4,608 pack odds. Pretty tough chase. Now, I was actually a big fan of these cards. Like, I still have paid the most ever for an orange,
That's
which
awesome.
is the stupidest thing I'm almost ever done. Look it up. I think it was like April 3rd, $90 for a Sidney Crosby orange. Stupid and ridiculous. But I'm a big fan. Pack odds are tough. I don't know. I'm not sure this will catch on and ever be a big chase, but I love colored acetate cards.
Yeah, I like the picture. I gotta see it in hand because when it's on acetate, they're always a little different than what the picture looks like.
All right, now we're going to kind of transition into what's new. And a lot of these are sort of like the common inserts that seem to be sort of recycled through a lot of flagship releases. So you have Deep Roots, which are 1 in 4 pack odds for base. There's a Purple Parallel, which is 1 in 144 pack odds. 50 cards on the checklist, all vets. Kind of cool looking.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be divisive. It's going to be like, I don't know what the one was where they almost had their picture and they had the forest like for Kirill Kaprizov, or they had something on the front of them. It seems like that kind of
has aspects out of
So
the next one is, we don't have a picture for, his Director of Boards. It's kind of your enforcer set.
Yep.
There's 1 in 8 hobby pack odds. Now, for a lot of these, they have like this sparkle and gold sparkle parallels. So sparkle is 1 in 40 packs, gold sparkle 1 in 960 packs. 15 players on the checklist. So it's guys like Arbor Jackeye, Ryan Reeves, those sort of type guys. Then the next new one is Ecliptic, which kind of interesting.
Do you want to know what it means?
What does it mean?
A great circle on the celestial sphere representing the sun's apparent path during the year. So called because lunar and solar eclipses can only occur when the moon crosses it. There you go.
That's
I was like, what's Upper Deck just making up words? And then I look it up and it's an actual thing.
We're showing a picture on YouTube. I guess kind of a cool design.
Yeah,
I don't know. Fine. For a common insert,
yep.
I'll take it's better than like Teacher's Pet or something like that, which I wasn't like a huge fan of. But 1 in 6 hobby pack odds. The sparkle is 1 in 30. Gold sparkle 1 in 720. 20 players on the checklist, all veterans. Then we have a goalie set, Troy. Instinctive. 1 in 4 hobby pack odds for base. Sparkle is 1 in 20 packs. Gold sparkle 1 in 480 packs. 30 goalies on the checklist. No Marc-Andre Fleury though. Kind of weird.
Did they have Gustafsson?
Yeah.
I wonder if
starting goalies.
Yeah, I wonder if they just looked at who the starter was when they put it together and went with that.
Or
Plus,
maybe
remember, these are created a year and a half ago, probably. And
maybe Upper Deck though doesn't think Flowers.
Could be.
Actually, if knowing his style, he's actually very instinctive.
He's all instincts.
This next set is really kind of interesting, and you'll have to tell me, and we'll have to have people chime in because I haven't memorized every set that's come out in the last 20 years, but it's called Monster Season. It's a card that commemorates key moments from each game, Troy, of Connor McDavid's monster 2022-23 year last year.
Every game?
Yes, there's 82 cards in the set.
Oh, wow.
Right. Base pack odds are 1 in 14.5 packs. So not exactly 1 in every hobby box. There are gold parallels for each of the 82 cards numbered to 153. And you might be asking, well, why are they out of 153? That's how many points McDavid had last year.
Okay.
It's an interesting idea. I have no idea if people will chase anything. I mean, 82 versions of a McDavid commemorative card.
I'm wild out, but it's a fact from like every game.
Yeah.
Did he not? He's got to have some games where he didn't do any point. Yes, I already.
Or he
looked
didn't
it up.
play.
He does.
I don't know. Like I didn't look at it close enough to really understand.
David does the warm-up lap and goes back to the locker room.
And although he was like ridiculous last year, there wasn't like it's not like so if you did a set like this for Ovechkin and you did one for every game and it's the if this happens the year he breaks Gretzky's goal record, I
Yeah.
could see that specific card going crazy. They're really I mean, they got knocked out of the playoffs last year in the second round, right? Something like that. And so I'm not sure that there was a he had all like 82 really good games. There's not like one that really stands out, is what I'm trying to say. Can you think of another comparative to this?
I was trying to think off the top of my head. I know.
I'm sure there is.
There is. They've done Gretzky things like the season highlights cards. They've done with like 10 Gretzky highlights or something.
They did the 99 thing like when it was last year. I know that they've done special sets, but in flagship too. Yeah, somebody will have to message us and let us know. Then the last new one is called PC. Again, there's no image as of yet that I've seen. 1 in 3.5 base pack odds. Sparkle is 1 in 17 packs. Gold Sparkle 1 in 412. 35 players on the checklist. All vets. Okay, now let's get into the really important thing.
Yeah, whatever.
We have a breakdown, Troy, of all 33 unique Connor Bedard cards in Series 2. One little caveat here. I didn't count all 4 of the printing plates as unique cards. So because and actually Upper Deck is a little inconsistent in how they done that too. Like on their official like checklist spreadsheet, they have it basically once out of 4. You look at like Cardboard Connection or Beckett, they have as 4 separate ones. But I decided so just know that there are a number of printing plates that technically there's a cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, right? So there's the base Young Guns in 7 parallels. There's the Young Guns checklist base in 7 parallels. So that right there is 16 unique cards. You have his Dazzlers, which there are 2 parallels, population count, where there's 7 total cards. So there's 6 parallels. The Canvas Program of Excellence, there's a base and 2 parallels. And then the UD Portraits that has 3 parallels as well. So that's your Bedard roundup for Series 2. Thoughts on that? I mean, are you happy with that? Do you think that?
Yeah, it seems fine. I mean, the big ones, the Young Guns. And
I really wish there was a fluorescence. That's like the only one that's kind of sticking with me.
Yeah.
But minor complaint. And like I said, I'm guessing it has to do with the carryover thing as well. All right, if you buy a hobby box, here's a breakdown, Troy, of what to expect in each box. You're going to get the 6 Young Guns guaranteed. You're going to get 1 Outburst Parallel. Additional inserts of number cards, you're going to get 1 of those. 4 UD Canvas cards. 1 clear cut fluorescence red or UD Canvas black and white in a box. You'll get a blue Dazzlers, 3 Deep Roots, Director of Boards, Ecliptic or PCs. You're going to get 6 total of those. Director of Boards, Ecliptic or PCs, Sparkle Parallels, 2 total. Glaring or Monster Season, 1 total. Honor Roll or UD Portraits, 6 total. Right now, pre-sales are still $300 US at Dave & Adams. Carlsson Char right now, Troy, it's $340 Canadian, which correlates to $250 US. It's kind of significantly less. So there you go, Troy. That's kind of the basic checklist over here. Last thoughts, Troy. Forever hold your peace. Speak now, because we're on Bedard Miss Eve. And next time we're back, there'll be a Billy alive, and this puppy will be out forever.
And there'll be 5,000 Bedard Young Guns listed on eBay. first day. No, I'm just kidding. But it's going to be fun to watch sales.
Mm-hmm.